a medical history slash update for my daughter Annabelle. So Annabelle, I'm going to start in the very beginning. Annabelle was born May 29th, 2012 at 10:56 in the morning. She was a C-section. It was scheduled out. It was an emergency. I mean, it was, but it wasn't like I needed it right then and there. This was scheduled. She was 6 pounds, 13 ounces, and 18.5 inches long. Now let me go back into my pregnancy really quick. In my pregnancy, about 20 to 21 weeks, I went to the doctors, just a regular OB, to get a regular ultrasound, and found out that Annabelle actually had something wrong with her heart. So they didn't tell me that then and there. They just told me I needed to change my OBs and get a better look at this little girl of mine that was in my belly. So I switch OBs, I go into this big giant hospital, Johns Hopkins Hospital in Baltimore, Maryland. It is a phenomenal hospital. So I go in there and I get the test done and find out, sadly, that our little girl has a hole in her heart. So for the rest of my pregnancy, from about 21 weeks all the way up to 38 weeks, because that's when I had her, 38 weeks, 5 days to be exact. So I got a ton of ultrasounds. Now these ultrasounds it was nice to see my little girl so frequently, but it was very, very depressing because every time we went in, we always heard that, you know, your daughter's not gonna make it, you know, this is severe, she has a hole in her heart, you know, you should abort your pregnancy. I could not tell you guys the amount of times that we got told to abort my pregnancy. That's something I believe in, first off, but I just don't feel that it's the right thing to do. So no. Me and my husband never thought even about that. So okay, 38 weeks, 5 days comes, and Annabelle's born. So I did not get to see my daughter for I'm gonna say probably about a full day. I was exhausted. It was really hard. I couldn't get up and walk to her, obviously, and she was in the NICU. I could not get to her whatsoever. My husband saw her a few hours after she was born, and we saw her briefly when she was removed from my stomach. So the NICU adventure was super, super long. We basically found out, run through this pretty quickly, we found out after several tests in the NICU, from the cardiologist and everybody else, the neurologist, everybody that came and saw her, she had tons and tons of doctors that came and saw her, that she actually had a definite hole in her heart and she was more than likely going to require surgery. So we really dreaded it. We were really hoping that she would turn around for the better because she was constantly turning blue. Now I'll have to insert some pictures in here so you guys can have a better idea of what I'm talking about. So Annabelle turned blue a lot. Her saturations dropped very low. Instead of her oxygen being at 100%, which is great, her oxygen at the lowest point was actually, I think it was like a 50. It was super, super, super low. My daughter was so blue. She nearly died. It was very, very traumatic. I don't know how we did it that night, that one night, but that was the last straw after everything else that she's been going through. So at 2 weeks, born, welcoming into this world, 2 weeks old, she got a open heart surgery. Now this open heart surgery, she got a BT shunt. It's called the Blaylock-Thomas Tossing Shunt. I wanted to get the exact words. I had to look it up on my phone real quick. I just knew it as BT shunt. So they put that in, and I can read it to you very quickly, but it is basically to help increase the pulmonary blood flow into her heart. So she gets this shunt, and I will post a picture so you guys can see. She gets this shunt and she was okay. Now granted, the next few months were going to be very hard. Our daughter, you know, lived in the hospital for 1 month. I think she was maybe like a few days shy of living in the hospital for a month. So you know, she finally comes home after a month, and she was eating great, and you know, she started smiling, and she was cooing and making noises all out of her normal baby milestones. We were so super excited. We thought, we were like, yes, we got super, super lucky. And we are still to this day super, super lucky. So Annabelle, at 1 year old, after several ins and outs of the hospital in this whole year, we had our second open heart surgery. This open heart surgery removed the BT shunt and they patched the hole in her heart for the tetralogy of Fallot. I'll post a picture here.
Tetralogy of Fallot. Tetralogy is one of the most common congenital heart defects. It has 4 main features: ventricular septal defect, or VSD, overriding aorta, pulmonary stenosis, right ventricular hypertrophy.
With tetralogy of Fallot, she also has something called ventricular septal defect. That is also another thing that goes with the tetralogy of Fallot a lot of the time. So VSD is basically a hole in between the 2 chambers. I will post a picture of that.
This is a view from inside the right ventricle. This is a ventricular septal defect, commonly referred to as a VSD. A VSD is a large hole between the left and right ventricles. This allows abnormal flow of oxygen-poor blue blood into the left ventricle. The right ventricular outflow is obstructed, which can limit blood flow to the lungs. This is referred to as pulmonary stenosis. The aortic valve is enlarged and overrides the VSD, which makes it easier for oxygen-poor blood to enter the systemic circulation. The right ventricular wall thickens or hypertrophies due to outflow obstruction. Oxygen-poor blue blood, oxygen-rich red blood, mixed purple blood. This is VSD blood shunting. This combination of abnormalities can result in decreased oxygen in the systemic circulation, sometimes resulting in patients appearing cyanotic or a bluish appearance.
And she also has something called pulmonary stenosis, and I will also attach a picture of that. So after her second surgery, she did fairly well. She's been doing amazing up until recently. So right now, Annabelle is 4 years old, and it's been 2 years, no, I'm sorry, it's been 3 years since she got her last open heart surgery. So we've been extremely, extremely, extremely blessed. Like, I cannot say that enough. We are super, super blessed to have our daughter here with us. And not a day goes by where I am not thanking the Lord above for me having my daughter. So Annabelle has been doing great for that. I mean, she's alive and she's healthy. She's here. She's not 100% healthy, but she's here. So recently we found out that Annabelle is going to have another heart surgery. So what they did with the VSD is that was the narrowing in the pulmonary artery of her valve. So what they did when they did the second open heart surgery is they went in and they took some of this muscle tissue out and they opened it up so proper blood could flow through that chamber. So now she's at 4 years old, the muscle tissue grew back. So the way the cardiologist is explaining it to us, at about 70%, from say 1 being the not bad at all to 70 is horrifying. For some reason they use 70, I'm not so sure. So 70 is horrifying. She's at a 65 right now. Well, as of like 3 months ago. So she actually has to have another open heart surgery here soon, which we are not thrilled about, believe me. We are sitting here, stomachs turned, horrible, horrible, horrible. Like, I can't even get into the emotional part of it. I will start to cry. It is very, very hard for us. So that is as far as what's going on with her heart. I know it's probably jobbled around really quick, but I wanted to just give you guys a quick rundown on what exactly was wrong with Annabelle's heart. Now, there's several other issues that Annabelle has. She has a chromosome deletion. It's a partial chromosome deletion. She has similarities to DeGeorge syndrome, and she has the wide set eyes, the small head, the ears. I could also post a link below and let you guys kind of check out everything and see, you know, for your own info of, you know, what exactly everything is. So she has a partial chromosome 6 deletion. So half of her chromosome, part of her chromosome 6 is deleted, is gone. Oof, gone. I don't know what happened. A lot of doctors say that it's from the tetralogy, you know, the way she developed. A lot of other doctors just say, you know, it had nothing to do with the heart. So we kind of don't know. We've had genetic testing, and I have not found anything wrong in my side of the family or my husband's side of the family. So I'm not so sure where exactly that came from. But I mean, so if you had to ask me, I'm just going to say that it came with the heart issues. Not everything developed correctly when she was in the womb. So with the chromosome 6 deletion, Annabelle is severely developmentally delayed. She's 4 years old right now, but she's actually, like, mentality-wise, she's probably like 1 to 2, depending. She varies with several things. I mean, like, it's totally, I'm not a therapist, I'm not doctors, but as far as everything that we've talked about with our therapists and doctors, she's nonverbal. She does not talk. She'll say very few words. She's very much the happiest child you will ever meet, probably, but she does not speak sentences. She does not tell you when she's hungry. She does not tell you when she needs a diaper change, things in that sort. This does not happen. So that is one of the things that happens with Annabelle every day that she struggles with, is being nonverbal. Having a nonverbal child is very hard. We can't, like I said, we can't tell when she's hungry. We can't tell when, you know, her belly hurts. We can't tell when she doesn't feel good. Like, maybe she's got a headache, or maybe, you know, anything. We can't tell any of that. We can't tell, like, if her teeth hurt. There's so many things that go with it. You know, it's very frustrating. So the way Annabelle communicates is she will actually crawl up to things. So she'll crawl up to the fridge if she's hungry, and she'll kind of let us know, hey, I want a snack. Or she'll kind of go, and that's also for a snack. Or she can actually say cup. Now, on demand, she's not going to say cup, but she can say something. So you can say cup, hug, aww. If you watch some of my vlogs, you'll probably see Annabelle talking a bit. But that is what's kind of going on with that part of her. So she's got the developmental delays. She's nonverbal. What else is possibly wrong with Belle? So Belle also is handicapped, more so. She's kind of, she has the ability to move, but she cannot walk. She doesn't have the core strength. She doesn't have the leg strength. Oh, I can't really say she doesn't have the leg strength. She's got it there, but she doesn't have the stability. So she's constantly getting occupational therapy for fine motor things, with like eating and little things, putting things in and out of things. And she gets physical therapy, and she also gets speech therapy to help her to talk. So she does not walk. That is very hard because she cannot get up and run around with her siblings. She can't go and play at the park. She can't go, you know, do whatever she wants freely, but she can crawl. So I am thankful enough that she can crawl, so she can still get around to an extent when you're in a house, of course. Can't let her go crawl outside on the concrete, but she can crawl, even though she can't walk. Now, Annabelle does have special medical equipment. She has a bath seat, which she is outgrowing. We have to get another one. She has a gait trainer, which is a big baby walker. If you guys don't know what that is, it's huge. I'll post a picture. It's so you guys can see these things right after this. She also has a Convey Cruiser, which is a like collapsible stroller wheelchair is what I call it. The only thing we have not gotten for her yet, which we need to get really soon, is a car seat, and we need to get a high chair and, like I said, another bath seat. So that is kind of that part of it. So there's several things that are wrong with Annabelle. So I hope this answered a good bit of your guys' questions. I know that it was a lot to take in. It's probably really confusing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to post links of everything I mentioned in this video below in my description. Feel free to click the link. It'll show you a picture of a normal heart versus Annabelle's heart and the heart defects that I named. It'll also kind of tell you what like the George syndrome is. It'll tell you you know, several different things. It can go into much more detail than I'm going to be able to provide in a video without it being horribly long, which I'm sure it's already pretty long. So hopefully that helped you guys. That is why Annabelle, actually, we did an application for the Make-A-Wish Foundation and she was approved. Annabelle has a life-threatening condition. She has not gotten any better. If anything, she's getting worse. It's really sad, but like I said, I am forever thankful that our daughter is here with us each and every day. Even if she can't walk and she can't talk, I'll take that rather than not have my child at all. So we've been through the ringer with her and we're still going through many obstacles. Every day is very hard, you know. She's 4 years old and she's not potty trained, and the nonverbal part enough is very hard. It's just, you know, it's very hard, you guys, very hard. So I'm going to add in a quick clip of my husband at the end of this, hopefully, as long as he's okay with that, and let him tell you what the worst parts about Annabelle's conditions are for him and his point of view. So I'm home with her all day, every day. I'm a stay-at-home mom. So my worst things are definitely the nonverbalness and the part that she can't walk. So she always wants up. And the fact that I can't tell what she wants, I kind of have to just go with the flow and kind of guess for her. And either she's hungry and she wants it and she wants a cup or not, or, you know, or she doesn't want it. So, yeah. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up. Comment below if you have any questions at all. I mean, any questions, I will answer. You know, there's no limits on the questions. So definitely as far as Annabelle goes and the questions medically, there's no question that I won't answer. And yeah, please subscribe if you're new and you'd like to. We greatly appreciate it. We do daily vlogs each and every day. So yeah, I'm going to wrap this up. You guys have a great day. Thank you so much for watching. Love you guys. Bye. But I wanted to get your personal view of what bothers you the most about her conditions, I guess, because I said a big part of it is the nonverbal and not being able to walk is like the two crucial things, because we're constantly holding her and we can't tell what she wants. So I figured I'd give my insight. Get yours.
So my biggest opinions on what bothers me the most?
Yeah, like what bothers you the most about from all her conditions and everything that goes on with how she is now, being 4 years old.
I guess it's her nonverbal, because you never know what she wants, but she still communicates. She doesn't walk. Every knows if she walks.
No, I said there may be a day where she does walk, but right now it's hard.
So heavy. Chubbs. Hey, I'm talking to you. She has no care in the world.
No, Mickey Mouse is on.
Stuck on Mickey.
So you guys, if you have not already watched my vlogs, this is Annabelle, and like I said, she is 4 years old, and she has several heart defects. She's got a partial chromosome deletion, she's developmentally delayed, nonverbal, and she's partially handicapped. She's still able to get around, it's just she crawls everywhere, she can't walk.
No.
So she is the happiest child that you will probably ever meet with all her problems. This kid could be sick and she's smiling, or you know Yeah, she's always happy.
Unless she's sick and
Well,
don't feel good.
yeah, it really depends upon how sick she is. Because if she's super sick and she's in the hospital, she'll straight face you and you know something's wrong.
She just wants cuddles.
Yeah, if she's
Right.
yeah, she's a cuddle bug. This one.
I'm gonna turn it off.
Belle.
Alright.
Oh, you gonna give a hug?
Give a kiss? No.
Give Daddy a hug, not Mommy. Mommy's holding the camera. Say kiss.
Give a kiss?
You're silly. So the other thing I mentioned is that she's not potty trained. I think that's hard too. We've been going through that recently. That's the hard. That's hard. That's very hard. We found a semi-solution, but we're going back to cloth diapers. It's just easier for her. But that's probably another hard thing because she's constantly peeing, and the older she gets, the more she drinks and the more she pees. So anyway, so this is Annabelle at her giggly wiggly self. Annabelle, what's a lion say? Oh, that is one thing I didn't bring up in the video.
What's up?
Whoops. So we are actually in the middle of getting a test done of her brain to see if the eye rollments that she does, because her eyes roll in the back of her head, which I don't know if I would have just caught that or not.
She zones.
Yeah,
zones
it's
out.
like a zone out, but her eyes roll straight in the back of her head and she won't move for a few seconds. We're trying to rule out that that's seizures. Lord, I hope not, but we're trying to at least rule it out. Pika? Annabelle? Boo! Boo! I love you.
Alright, you wanna go, Free?
Bye.
Leave with me. Say bye-bye. Say bye-bye, Mommy.
Bye-bye. Love you.
Oh. Alright, I'll put Mickey back on.
Alright guys, so that pretty much sums up the long video that you guys have all been suggesting and wanting. And yeah, I kind of don't blame you guys. Kind of want to know what's going on. So that sums it all up. Brad is in the video. Surprise, surprise. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Like I said earlier, please give the video a thumbs up, comment below, subscribe if you are new, and we will talk to you guys later. Bye.
Bye.